Welcome to CotoGames. Today, Summoners Wars, we're gonna be talking about the light Inugami, the real MVP. This is like the Michael Jordan of this game. You know, on Sundays, when you come on Sunday, that you wake up and you open the game and you say, "Let me play this game a little bit," you wish you could disable the chat because everybody's spamming to get this monster, the light Inugami. And there's a simple reason to do that. This guy, it's overpowered. And I'm not kidding. He's really good. Starting level, beginner level, mid game level, end game level. This guy will always be something that you need to have 6 star and ready to work with. Now this guy, the skills on these guys are the following. The first one is a scratch. He's going to be attacking a monster and he's going to be defense breaking monster for 2 turns with 100% chance. That's really amazing because by doing that you make sure that you're going to be dealing ton of damage on the target, and that skill is going to be activated with 100% chance. That's the amazing part. You don't get too many monsters that will be able to do that. Farmable and really easy to skill up. And that's not it. The second skill is going to be the Sis. And with the Sis skills, he's going to be able to remove all beneficial effects on an enemy target. And this is also with 100% chance. That's really amazing for a farmable monster that you can get just by spamming the chat all day long on Sundays. That doesn't have any price. Not even MasterCard can buy that. Right? The third skill is also really amazing. With the third skill, he's going to be healing your allies 30% of the max HP, and also is going to be increasing the attack power of all allies, including himself, by 30%. Everybody says she, him. I say it's a monster. I said it's the MVP, Belladeon. Belladeon is really amazing, but I do not suggest you getting this monster to work for your Necro team. I actually suggest you to work on the Necro team after you're able to beat Dragon's B10 in a consistent 95% chance between, let's say, 3 minutes to 4 minutes in auto mode. Do not work on Necro if you don't do that yet. Get the runes that you need for the damage dealers from Giants B10. You get Fatal Blade, and that's gonna be really helpful. Better than getting stuck in this Necro dungeon for a while. All right. Now, Belladeon is really good. Let's go ahead and check him out. What is the build for this guy? It is recommended that when you start on this game, you get Belladeon on Swift Focused or Swift Guard. Why? Because Swift is going to give you speed and you need to have speed on your support monster. And the rune for the second slot is going to be also speed. And for the fourth slot is going to be HP to make him tanky. And also it's going to be HP on slot 6 to make him tankier as well. The more HP that he has, the better to stay alive. So making the basics: speed, HP, and HP 2, 4, 6. If you don't have the Swift runes to make it happen, then just go ahead and put broken sets all over. Full energy, speed, HP. Even with 4-star runes, you will be able to get him amazing subs, and you will be able to make him until Dragon's B10 with 4-star runes with speed, HP, broken sets, whatever. I was able to clear Giants B10 with all farmable monsters, all of them in level 35, 5 stars. So don't make any excuses and start working on it. After you're able to clear the Giants B10, then you will be able to get the Swift runes that you need to make in Swift, and make all of your monster, instead of tanky, make them fast and tanky. Why? Because for you to be able to clear dragons, you will need to have speed plus tankiness. And having speed and tankiness will be the key for you to be able to clear dragons on the first time, on the first hit. And the same thing that you are able to use for the Giants B10 is a thing that you can also use on the Dragons B10 sometimes. For example, this team you see on the screen right now, this team is a farmable team. Theomars is farmable with glory with guild points, and Sigmarus is a fusible monster, and also Veramos is a fusible monster. And I have Konamiya that is the MVP of the 2-star monster because he cleanses So you can use this guy if you're not able to fuse Veramos in time. I used him on my Giants B10 team. And also, he will be resurging and he's going to be stunning all the way with the first kill. You need to try to run your support monsters on speed HP or speed defense HP depending on the stats that you need for specific situations. And if it is possible, make them violent. If you don't have the way to run giants dragons B10, then try to run dragons B7. That is easy, really easier. And then try to run them violent. Try to get 5-star runes if you cannot get the 6-star runes. The rune drops on dragons and giants is something really low. So try to work with what you get. Don't get stuck on the game waiting for the perfect rune. Just go ahead and get any runes, even from the scenario modes, and work with the runes that you get. Alright? Now this team was able to clear it. And it's really easy to clear giants because you just need to have tanky monster, continuous damage, and sustain to stay alive in the cleansers. That's all you need. Alright, we got this rune. It doesn't look like a bad rune, but I don't need energy runes like that. If it was blade, I would have kept it. Or if it was fatal, I would have kept it. Now the same team, we're gonna go ahead and look at the same thing working on the Dragon's B10 team. And it's going to be actually the same. I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to use Theomars as leader for the 24% critical rate. It's going to be Sigmaros, that is fatal blade, attack, damage attack. The damage dealer, you need to work on the damage dealer's attack, damage attack. Unless it is a Theomars, that is based, its attack is based on speed. So you can build him speed with damage attack. And he's going to do a lot of damage like that. Right, but you need to make him tanky. You need to sustain. You need to stay alive. Alright, so now in this case, you can see the team that is doing the job. Belladeon is moving and is defense breaking. Then it comes Theomars, and Theomars will be able to one-shot any of the minions with the defense break without attack buff. And then, you see, it happens all the time. Belladeon on Violet is going to be doing the attack again, and it's going to be giving you more turns and more chances for you to be able to get defense break done. And if you see my Belladeon, you will believe that he's 100% accuracy, but he's not. He's just 52% accuracy, and that is enough to get the job done. So basically, you don't need to have a ton of accuracy. And if you're a beginner player, don't even worry about accuracy. Just worry about staying alive, because if you're not alive to try again, then you're not gonna be able to clear the dungeon. After you clear the dungeon, then you can go ahead and try to get better substat. But at the beginning, just go for the tankiness and the speediness, and that's it. That's all you need. Alright? Now, Konami is going to be giving the resource to any of these guys on this team. And if it gives the resource to Veramos, it's going to be cleansing again. If it gives the resource to one of the damage dealers, it's going to be dealing a ton of damage. If it gives the resource to Belladeon, is going to be giving the defense break or the assist if the boss has the immunity. So basically, it is really good to have a monster like this on the team. Alright? And if the defense break fails from this guy from Belladeon, or if he doesn't violent procs after doing the assist, then my Theomars is going to be dealing the second attack that is going to be decreasing the defense of the boss, and then it's going to be dealing damage again, or it's going to be dealing damage to Sigmaros in this case. Now, it is good to have a healer on a teams like this. This is not my actual team, but I'm running this team so that way you can see that this team can actually do dragons and giants, and it's a farmable team. You don't need to worry about getting the perfect monster to be able to clear a dungeon. You need to work with what you get. And I'm free to play, and I'm pretty happy with the teams that I'm getting, because I did work with something when I was not able to get to a lower speed clearing the dungeon, and it was fine for me. I used to take, let's say, 5 minutes. I put the game on play auto mode, and I was watching an anime, and I was able to go back to the game later on to see what run I got. And I was getting pretty good runs, not OP runs, but runs to be able to improve in the game, the quality of the game. Right now, this is almost done. The next time the boss moves, it's most likely that the boss is going to die if it moves. And there you go. Now, Let's go ahead and have a look at the runes on my team. Actually, the runes on Belladeon. And let's see if we got something cool. We got 4 energy, so we are able to try again. And we have a lot of material to craft runes later on, not today. Right, so let's go ahead and check on the runes. And Belladeon, where is it? You see my Theomars here? It has 190 speed. And it's in violent, violent shield. It's on shield because of the subs that I get on these runes. It's really good, 17 speed, crit damage and crit rate, that's what I need. And this one is just because it has speed and it has nice defense, a little bit of HP, and also 17% attack power, that's a lot. So on speed, crit damage attack, I have 1084 additional damage. So basically when he's an attack buff, when he has attack buff and he also gets the defense break, he will be dealing 27k to 29k damage. So it's something that I really like, having that team like that. My Belladeon here, it has 84 additional speed, which means that with the total speed it's going to be 192. It's going to be moving right before my Theomars for the arena. So that means that when this guy moves, it's going to be defense breaking, and then my Theomars is going to be one-shotting almost everything on arena. If the monster, it doesn't have any defense, it's going to be one shot. But if the monster has some defense, like let's say for example, some Chloes that are built on speed, defense, HP, or some Chesuns that have tons of defense, those monsters, they will not die with one hit, but it's going to be enough to make them waste a turn. Alright, so my Belladeon has 10,000 additional HP. It has 515 additional defense because I have a defense run, and it has 52% accuracy. As I said before, you don't need to worry about accuracy at the beginner level. You just need to worry about accuracy when you need something to actually happen, and you can stay tanky, stay with the speed you need. And this Belladeon has a lot of room for improvement. A friend of mine on the guild has a Belladeon with 19k HP. That is a lot, and it has very nice defense. He has godly runes on him. He's just waiting for Chasun to come. Alright? But in my situation, the only thing I need this guy for it's to move before my Theomars. And also my rune set is Violent Revenge. Speed, defense, HP. Why do I have it on Revenge? Because when I move in arena and when I go into arena, my offense goes with Belladeon, so I'm gonna set the immunity. And if I go to fight with a team that has a Veramos, that Veramos is going to attack Belladeon, and I want to have the possibility to hit that monster back with a counter attack and defense break the monster with that turn. So that way I can one-shot that monster with my Theomars, and then I can use my turn, when it gets to my turn, to attack another monster, so I can have 2 defense broken monster. And when this guy hits back the Veramos, or whoever attacks him, if it is an AoE, I will be able to see how much defense do they have. Because when it hits back, if I didn't do a lot of damage with him, then that means that they do have a lot of defense, and I will not be able to one-shot them with my Theomars. So you have to be very careful when you watch the game going. Alright? So now let's go ahead and I'm gonna show you the runes real quick. And these are runes that they need a lot of work. I know they do. But as I said before, the only thing I need on him right now is going to be to move right before my Theomars and to stay alive. And with these stats, he will be able to stay alive with no problem. Even if it is defense broken, and let's say a Theomars will attack him without attack buff, and with defense break, he will be able to sustain and stay alive. The only way he will not is if the violent procs, and we know how violent works. Right, so let's go ahead and put this guy into action, and I'm gonna show you real quick the arena. For you to stay Conqueror in the arena, the only thing that you need to do will be to hit the defenses that you can beat. If you do that, then you will stay Conqueror, and you need to set up a defense that will get people back from attacking you. Alright, this defense is actually, he had a defense before that I was going to attack and I was going to show you, but this one is really easier. I'm gonna show you, for example, Belladeon and the move, what I mean for Belladeon to happen. This is my main offense, and I'm going to hit any defense that I'm able to beat. Now, my goal on this offense is that I have a damage dealer that is going to be the one to kill anything, and all of the other monsters will be to support that damage dealer and to keep him alive so he can wreck every single monster every time he moves. Right, so let's go ahead and check on this. My Theomars 24% critical rates leaders kill plus 70% actually critical rate. It's going to be having 94 critical rate. If I don't land a hit, it's because of the RNG, and I don't care because it's gonna be a ton of damage. And in this case, I was able to see that a Ramagos, even though I don't kill this Ramagos on the first turn, he's going to be attacking who? The one that has War Element. So basically, he's not going to be able to kill me because of the endurability that Theomars has. So the first thing I do on my offense will be to set up my immunity. And then, oh, I got another turn. Alright, that's cool. Now, Shizune is going to be giving me the attack buff. My offense is set up like that, so that way if the enemy moves before me and they try to kill my Theomars and they cannot kill my Theomars, then I go with this skill and I will fill up my Theomars again, and I will have the move again with Shizune because she's faster than my Theomars, and then I will give the attack buff because I want to keep him alive as many turns as possible. Now, Belladeon is going to defense break, and after the defense is broken, then my Theomars is going to hit him really hard. He may not be able to kill him with one shot because um, Ramagos is a really tanky monster, and at this level he may have like 40k HP like mine. And even though he's not going to be able to kill him, then Ramagos is not going to be able to kill me. So I will have another turn to kill him. But let's see how much damage he will deal, because even though Ramagos is an HP monster, most of the times nobody will be putting any defense on Ramagos. So let's see what happens here. You see 26k, he hit me back, but he was not able to get his extra turn because the endure, he didn't kill my Theomars, right? So that's it. This is a defense that you can beat, and that's actually what you need to do to be able to stay in Conqueror every week. And you need to set up a defense that will scare people. I'm gonna show you. Let's see if we can find somebody else that we can use this defense on, and that way you can see this guy into action. Belladeon is really cool. He's going to be doing this. Now this defense, I can double lucian this defense, but we're not looking to double lucian this defense. Alright, we can go ahead and hit this defense. You know why? Because my Bella Jewel is really tanky, and they are going to be attacking my Bella Jewel. Now the problem with this defense is that this guy is going to be removing beneficial effects with the first skill. So if he by any chances he removes the immunity from a Bella Jewel before I kill him, before I kill Theomars and then kill him, then Theomars is going to be defense breaking my Bella Jewel. But let's see what happens, because if we don't try, we're not gonna have fun. So let's go ahead and go with this team, and I'm gonna show you what I was talking about. If my Theomars dies in this battle, then everything is lost because I don't have enough damage to kill Rina without Theomars. Right, let's see what happens, and I believe we're gonna win this battle because usually Camila is not that fast, and my Theomars is really fast. 190 speed per the sky, plus the Skype Tribe Totem Max is going to be like 225, 215, around 215 speed. Yeah, 215 speed. So basically, it is really nice to have a Theomars this fast. If you don't have a Chloe, it is going to be better for you to build him speed, crit damage, attack. But if you have a Chloe and you can get him 170 speed, you can build him attack, crit damage, attack. Right? So here's the move. Now the main problem here is that this guy has immunity on the first turn. So my plan here will be to set up the immunity on my team. And after I set up the immunity, if I get an additional turn, I will try to remove the immunity, and I was lucky with the RNG. Now I do the attack buff. Now with the attack buff, I have the possibility that this guy Ariel is going to be attacking Belladeon, and he can remove any of the harmful effect, any of the beneficial effects, and I hope he's not going to be removing the immunity. So now we try to defense break this guy, and it works like 100% of the times, even though I am just 52% accuracy. And now this is the deal. I'm going to attack Theomars with my Theomars. Now Ariel is going to waste a turn and is going to heal him. Alright? And now I'm sure that the next time I attack these Theomars will be dead. There's nothing else to do for these Theomars. Now I remove this one from this guy because I don't want him to heal himself, because that's gonna be the one that I'm going to be hitting. And now I defense break this guy, and now he's dead. 26k damage. I have again this one to avoid being slowed down by Camilla. And this is a defense that you can actually beat. So you just need to work on the defenses that you can actually beat to be able to get to Conqueror 1. But you need to get to Conqueror 1 as high as possible before it is rush hour. Why? Because when you are into Conqueror 1, you can farm the glory points. And at Conqueror, you just farm glory points 5 per battle. So you don't need to worry about it. Right, 21k damage because he's a defense monster. Violent procs, but violent procs will be for all of us, right? So now, here what's gonna happen. These two guards, they are really tanky. If I try to, I'm gonna put him in autos, and I will try to auto these girls first, so that way I can work on the other one real quick. Wow, she's really tanky. I'm not dealing no damage at all. But alright, this is a defense that you go ahead and hit when you have the time to hit it. And when you know, you actually do the calculations to know if you will be able to hit it on time. This one is going to take me about 4 to 5 minutes because that Camilla is really tanky. And if he violent procs, it's going to be a mess. But during rush hour, you can only hit this defense if it is the last one on the list and you still have the whole hour to beat it. If not, try to go for an offense that will be able to wreck it really fast. I think that I was actually able to beat this defense in less than 2 minutes with my devolutions, but I wanted to show how Belladeon works. Wow, but this is taking forever. Let's. Well, I remember one time, now that we're looking at this defense, and I see that Rina just waiting for me to attack her. There was one time that I was really high in the ranks, and this Rina was just there, and I saw this Rina. She was with a Camila as well, and she was with this guy as a leader, and that Rina took me like 20 minutes. But that Rina was also on destroy, and it was destroying every single one of my guys. And I don't know how, but that Rina killed my entire arena offense. I know it's not this Rina because I haven't seen the destroy on my people, but still, this one is taking forever. So I may be switching targets to be able to beat, yeah, because I may be switching targets or manually in this. Yeah, I'm gonna switch targets and see what happens. Yeah, because now it's taking forever. So that's what you need to have on the defense. Something that will take forever to beat. You see, for example, in rush hour, I wouldn't be attacking this defense, uh, even with my devolution, because as you can see here, yeah, I would attack it with my devolution because they will all target Megan, and I use Bernard, Megan, and devolution. So basically, I have nothing to worry about when I attack this defense with a devolution. Now when Camila violent procs like that, she's going to stay alive forever. And she has really nice runes. I wish I could see the runes she has, but I don't know this guy. Alright? So basically, just beat the defenses that you can beat and set up something that people will not like to battle. this is a battle that I wouldn't like to battle in the future. I mean, I'm doing this now because I thought it was going to be easy, but I got stuck. I got stuck and stalled in this defense. When you're able to see the draw on the screen of the corner, that means that you're taking forever. So you shouldn't be beating these defenses. But Belladeon is doing his job. He went ahead and made the seize at the beginning of the battle to remove the immunity from these Theomars. Then the defense. Oh, I'm sorry. The Belladeon was the one who removed the immunity, but I had the plan to remove it with Belladeon. Anyway, I was able to defense break Theomars, and I killed Theomars in 2 turns by staying alive, no problem. Alright, and and my defense, for example, I don't have Camilla to set up a defense like that. But at this time, you see, I'm rated Conqueror 2 because it's almost the beginning of the week. Today is Wednesday, and it's almost the beginning of the week. So the people I'm beating right now is people that is actually Conqueror 2 or Conqueror 3. And for the type of defense that you see here, they are actually Conqueror 3. But they also will be thinking before they hit me back. Because when you see my defense, you will see my defense right now. I'm going to show you my defense. I don't get hit very often. And when I get hit, I get a couple of wins as well. So my defense now it's 25% at this moment. And the last week I didn't end up as Conqueror because it was the New Year's time and I was not playing the game during rush hour. Alright, so my defense here, you're gonna see my defense. My defense here is Theomars for the crit because he's gonna be dealing the damage. And with Theomars, you make sure that you don't die with the first attack of the 2 Lucians. You make sure that doesn't happen because the endurance will keep you alive. My Belladeon it has a nice speed. Alright, so basically he's tanky because he has 22k HP and he has around 1500 defense, and the speed is 198, and he's on violent will. So but Bernard, if you have Bernard that is, let's say, 140 speed, you are able to 135 plus additional speed, you will be able to make it to Conqueror 1 with the double Lucian strategy because there's not actually that really fast people in Conqueror 1. Conqueror 1 is just that you don't know how to set up your defense or you don't know how to set up an offense. You're trying to, most of the times you don't set up a nice offense because you're trying to balance all of the monsters you have, and you should focus on the monster. First of all, you should focus on the farming monsters, the Giants B10 team, the Dragons B10 team, and then you should focus on the arena offense that you're gonna use. At the beginning of the game, set up any defense because you're farming quick fighter points. But in Conqueror, you need to set up a defense that will scare. Bernard is going to move first. He's going to give the attack speed buff and the attack bar buff to everybody. Then Belladeon is going to move second to grant me with the immunity. And then my Chasung is going to move to give me the attack buff. Then my Theomars is going to be giving the second skill to defense break and hit some damage. And even though he has really low accuracy, 16%, he actually lands the harmful effects quite often. So I really trust him to do that. Alright? Now, if I get attacked with a double Lucian, my Theomars will survive. And it is very likely that my Shizun will survive as well, because she's 195 speed and she's a violent nemesis with 31k HP. And she has nice defense as well. It's not a lot of defense, but she's really nice and she works fine in Raids 5 as well. Right? So when they attack with the first amputation hit, my Shizun is gonna move and it's going to be giving the attack buff and it's going to heal everybody who stays alive. And I'm pretty sure that one of these guys, I mean Theomars and Shizun, are able to hit and kill the double Lucian offense if they don't come with the hate or with the water desert queen. But anyway, you don't need to worry about who's gonna hit you because all of the defense, they can be beaten. So you don't need to worry about not being beaten at this point of the game, right? So basically, Belladeon is the MVP. If you don't have him, spam on Sundays. Ask for Michael Jordan because they are gonna be giving you the MVP and this MVP is going to help you. It's going to help you being the MVP of the game. All right. So guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.